So then came the following year's draft, and with the 4th overall selection, the newly founded Oklahoma City Thunder took what? Somebody named Russell Westbrook out of UCLA? Oh, wait, one pick ahead of Kevin Love, the big star at UCLA that year. And I thought, Sam Presti, young GM of the Thunder, swing and miss, bad idea. I did not see Russell Westbrook coming, but who did except for Sam Presti? I watched a lot of UCLA basketball when Russ was a freshman. That team went 30-6, you might remember, and lost to Florida in the national semifinals. Watched a lot of that team. I didn't even notice Russell Westbrook. Never caught my eye. He averaged 9 minutes a game. Not 9 points a game, 9 minutes a game. He did have one start that year. He actually averaged 3 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist as a freshman at UCLA. Now, obviously, great young players, future Hall of Famers, are invariably one and dones. See Kevin Durant. You play for 1 year in college because the law makes you. The law of the land. I don't know how they get away with it. Maybe they'll do away with it again. But these young future NBA stars are forced to go to college for 1 year unless they go to the G League or overseas or whatever. But 1 year of college, and they are done with college, but not Russ. He had to go back for his sophomore season because I'm pretty sure if he had declared for the draft after his freshman season, maybe Sam Presti would have seen fit to take him, but I think he might have gone undrafted. I couldn't see a thing. So back he went to UCLA as a sophomore, and he did start for that team that was led by a freshman named Kevin Love, who averaged 18 points and 11 big boards. Next on the team in scoring was Darren Collison, who averaged 15 points. And I'll give Russ this. As a sophomore, he did average 13 points, and he did lead the team in assists at, you ready for this, 4.3. He averaged 4.3 assists per game. That was it. Didn't exactly scream 4th overall pick, future slam dunk, first ballot Hall of Famer. I watched a lot of that team that Russ played on. Never really flashed for me, did Russ. Never caught my eye. Kevin Love did, the strength and his skill. Darren Collison did with his quicker than the eye quickness. But hey, if you told me at that point, at any of those moments, that I was watching in Russell Westbrook a future top 75 all-time player, a future first ballot slam dunk Hall of Famer, a future revolutionary player in the NBA, I would have laughed out loud. What? No. That team lost to Memphis in the national semifinal. And in that draft, Derrick Rose went first overall, obviously out of Memphis. Michael Beasley went second. O.J. Mayo, you remember him, went third. And this kid named Westbrook went fourth, 1 pick ahead of Kevin Love. I guess Sam Presti was right, although just me, I'd still take Kevin Love over Russell Westbrook because I believe that Russell Westbrook is just simply more trouble than he has ever been worth. More on that in a moment. So you can imagine my shock when pretty soon Russell Westbrook began shooting more shots per game than Kevin Durant? Wait a minute. The same Russ who just averaged 13 points a game at UCLA was taking more shots than the greatest tall shooter I'd ever seen? And wait, the little guy from UCLA who came from nowhere has the audacity to take more shots a game than Kevin bleeping Durant? At this point, I'm on First Take on ESPN, and I began to criticize Russell Westbrook for taking too many shots. And I came up with the nickname West Brick. So, here we had one of the greatest shooters ever, certainly greatest 7-foot shooters ever in Kevin Durant versus one of the worst three-point shooters I had ever seen in Westbrook. And would you believe that Kevin Durant soon thought I was completely out of line defending him versus Westbrook? That's what happened. It was one night before a home game. Kevin Durant called over the beat writer from the Oklahoma City paper, which I grew up reading, loving, living for. It's called the Oklahoman. Called the beat writer over, and he had something to get off his chest to the beat writer. He blasted me, did Kevin Durant. He said, I don't know, and I'm just going to say the word, I don't know about basketball, said Kevin Durant to the Oklahoman beat writer. He said that anybody who did know about basketball would understand why Kevin Durant has no problem with Russell Westbrook taking more shots. Kevin Durant did not realize at that moment what a monster he was creating, a monster that would ultimately devour him in Oklahoma City. I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.